bet you thought I was really streaming. I got you. I'm not. This is just an elaborate prank. So I have figured, though, that we need to take a little bit of a break from the flat world survival. I figured let's just take a day or two and, you know, just to relax, refresh, so we're back into it, full swing for what we need to do. And I figured the most logical way to take a... break would be to go ahead and to maybe switch over to creative. And creative mode, there's one logical world type for that. And, oh no, I think we're just playing super flat again. But no, more seriously, today I did want to play around just a little... something I like to do is just... I think that sometimes you get really, really into something and you want to go further. But it's important to, like, deliberately limit yourself so that you're making smart moves and decisions and stuff. And anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing today. First, though, here's something interesting, right? No super flat, says Cheesy Table. Nah, you must have missed the super flat. It's right there. So today, something I want to show you. This is a follow-up to Tuesday's video, I think. The one about... maybe it was Sunday. I don't know when. But basically, I spoke about how making a grid pattern is near impossible to do with commands very easily. Oh, it looks so weird. Like, I look at this pattern long enough, and it looks like an optical illusion. Anyway, so something that you want to do, pro tip, is if you want to make one of these patterns really easily, something I heard from the comments that I just think is so genius. So let's just take a whole layer of these away. And then what you do is you push, and then you make alternating strips like this. And then what you can actually do by placing pistons, just like this, except we place them every other block. And what we can do is we can make ourselves a checkerboard pattern. I thought this was so smart when I heard this, because look, you do that, now it's checkerboarded. You do this, it's a checkerboard. This, like, I love ingenuitive little solutions to problems that you didn't even think you had. But isn't that so cool? And yeah, because they're not sticky pistons, we should be fine. Oh no, they are sticky pistons. Well, let's make sure we break them first. But as you can see, you can make a grid pattern so easily. And I think that's the coolest thing. But I bet there's room to play around with this even more, right? Like if we can make a grid board pattern that simply, I bet we could do all sorts of other weird things with that if we really try. I mean, for instance, you take a biome like this. I've always felt the walls on a mesa are a little bit boring, right? So what you can do is you just decide for random blocks, am I doing this correctly? Yeah, so for a block, we should actually use the regular piston, I think, rather than the sticky piston. But we could just decide over and over again, if we wanted to, it's a little bit tricky to place the correct orientation, it seems. So you place that, and now the whole biome has a little shift in it, right? And that's a little bit more interesting, as far as I'm concerned. Then for the next one, you place it again, but this time, I don't know how to place these. This time we do it, and then what we do is we move a second one up. Okay, well, apparently we don't. Also, apparently a piston can't push a redstone block. Wouldn't have figured. As you can see, now we start to get a little bit of a pattern emerging. And I just don't know why this isn't something that I properly considered was possible. You can move like an entire biome around, should you really want to. Obviously, this is only the edge, so you need to actually place a ton of pistons and then place a ton of things onto them. But still, the fact that you can just move entire biomes, kind of fun. It's nice. Wacky build tips that are actually pretty interesting, says Egged Salad. Thank you very much for thinking that way. So something I want to do with this world, by the way, thank you so much. Is that, one sec, that is, thank you very much for the tip. Pygol. Hey, Pygo! I read it as Pigger, and I was like, who is a, I don't know. That's a new name. I'm suspicious of that. But it's good to see you, Pygo. How's it been going? Who says Toycat can't do redstone? So do you want to see the world's ugliest house right here? I put a lot of time into making this deliberately very ugly. It's very nice. And I want to connect it to my railway that is going to... Because here's the deal, right? This is a collection of all my creative world builds over time. Even if it's just for the sake of archiving myself, I think it'd be important to build some form of, like, connective thing across this world. And so that's what I intend to do. I intend to make it so you can go all the way around this world on a minecart with a thing. And there's gonna be some fun parts to this. I feel like here would be a really cool place to like just have the track drop off the edge of the cliff. Okay, is that gonna work? That's still gonna work. And like jump this gap here. I don't know if that works correctly actually now that I think about it. But I want to do cool stuff like this. So let's see right now, shall we? If we place a minecart down here, how far does it go? So let's say it's going at some speed. Well, that's how far it goes. It goes right... Honestly, this is a fun idea for a little tourist experience. You know, like take your little selfies over the edge and then hope that the minecart doesn't fall. But, yeah, that was not what I was expecting at all. I don't know why it would be that way. I guess that's a useful reminder that just, okay, let's do that. Now we're good. Also, couldn't tune in live for the Flat World streams, but I enjoyed the archives. I'm glad you've been liking them. I have decided to make those public, kind of like, kind of going against the, you know, the norm we have for live streams on this channel. Because if you don't know, generally speaking, YouTubers try to, like, if you're a live streamer and a YouTuber, you gotta make sure the live streams don't mess with the average on your channel for a bunch of things. It sucks that it should be that way, but that's the world. Toy Cat, can you name a lime glass paint after me? I can't believe I have a green cat now. I barely got to enjoy my blue cat. Whoa, you do have one. See, that's that is very cool, honestly. Congratulations on the graduation, really. Okay, so we're gonna build a little T-pillar here. In the wrong place. You know what? I guess it's gonna be 3 blocks wide now. I love the needless engineering challenges sometimes. Like, you don't need to over-engineer in Minecraft ever. You can literally just place blocks over a void. But it's fun to show sometimes. Like, yeah, I came to a challenge and I had to do something about it. But, yeah, so we're gonna be building a roller coaster, I guess, is the basic plan. Thank you, I paid good money for this silly little cat. I mean, did you not enjoy the Iron Brew videos and the friends that we made along the way? Because, you know, when you think about those things, then it starts to all make some more sense, right? I'm going to use it. What I like to do for this is just randomly switch between regular rails and powered rails for sections where you don't need to see something.
Toy Cat Tax Roller Coaster Baby, we-e.
We-e? Oh, is that just its way of throwing lots of Y's in a row? I agree, Toy Cat Tax Roller Coaster. But, yeah, so I like just, I like the process of putting together something really dumb and long like this. Because I know that, like, there is, like, a length as to how enjoyable a single roller coaster really a single, like, minecart track can be. But it's also going to be fun to play around with that. Also, thank you very much to, Ripset. Have a good day, Mr. Cat. Thank you very much. I hope you have a good day, too. How much Toy Cat Tax is going to charge to go on this epic roller coaster? I tell you what, at the end of this, we can all go for free. Actually, do you want to see how far it goes so far? If you want to, like, if you want to see the journey we've put together. I don't know if it's fully functional yet, so it'll be a fun ride. But the idea is it can see as much of the world as possible. Because I have teleport buttons where you can just press a button and go to a different part of the world. But I do like the idea of allowing people to see more. Or do more, you know, whatever. So yeah, let me show you the minecart route as we have it so far. This is my Let's Play world, by the way. This is what the flat world will look like if I do, you know, hundreds of episodes. Maybe slightly less chaotic. Or maybe slightly more chaotic, you know? Who am I to say? But yeah, this is the start, I guess. As you can see, for this, I kind of had to make it flush with the world so it wouldn't mess with the super flat. This is my minecart roller coaster so far, if you want to see it. I'm doing my own sound effects. It's a very low budget stream. I don't actually know how to build. Toy Cat Meow, happy April Fools. Happy April Fools indeed. You know, I do think that sometime... Oh, I like these little decorations on the corners. Oh, we go over a little pathway. That's cool too. So yeah, as you're going around, you get to see all of the various things I've built. Some of these might be removed for copyright concerns if we ever do make this public. Lord knows I do not want to be sued. Yo, I remember the old world. Used to love your TU chats, and I still love them today. Says Egg Salad. It's sad that we don't get to call them TUs anymore, right? Look, there's the TU-46 area. Build the track all around with different stations in different parts. Yeah, exactly, Foff. That's the plan. I think for any big world, that's an important plan to have. Oh, I think that just threw me off onto the... Well, that's something's gone wrong there, I think. Oh, this is the downward path. So the forward path needs to take me like this way. Wait, how did that even happen? Now that I'm... Did it take me up a level? Okay, so... Oh no, please don't. We have to punch it as it comes past now. Okay, so... Just to confirm what happens here. Okay, gonna roll myself up, and there we go. Does it take me up a level even though it shouldn't? Or does it just take me into the block and... Oh, it takes me underneath it. That's kind of silly, huh? And so instead I need to make this straight. I don't know how to actually guarantee that it will... You know what, that's fine. No, that's not fine. So we place that here. It's just always going to want to link there, huh? That's very interesting. What we could do is we could place like a block there to stop it and then hope... Yeah, this isn't the solution. But let's just see what happens if we do this. Yeah, that... Now we rest inside the block. Not on it. Yeah, we just have to remove that temporarily. Place this there, and then do that. And then, I don't know, do that. But it's not going to circle inwards now. I guess we could just... Honestly, so much easier than this, as if it's downhill anyway. It can just jump us right onto there. And then these can just be decorations. For the sake of decorations. No, they can't be. They're going to literally take it down. Okay, so... No decorations here, no decorations there. Perfect. It's a little bit messier than it should be. Yeah, there we go. It comes down, it goes down, it goes down. So, hey, what are you building? Says Trash Content 648. I'm building a big old roller coaster. Because sometimes the world needs roller coasters. Is what people tell me. So this is negative on the Z-axis. So we just have to fill. Okay, we'll confirm. Rail. Perfect. So now we do, I don't know, like 40 blocks, 30 blocks maybe, rail. It might dig into something if we're not careful, but there we go, we're fine. Place a redstone block there, redstone block there. In fact, we'll make a whole tunnel of these, just to make it look a little bit intense. Or wait, here's an idea. We could we'll build every other. Okay, here's my idea, Internet. It's very dumb, but I hope you appreciate it anyway. We take two interesting blocks, like say, what's the opposite of red? Blue, right? Diamonds? No, it's a little bit on the nose. What's the opposite of a redstone block, Internet? What's the most... Honestly, packed ice isn't that far off, so we'll use that. And then we place packed ice here. And then we place... Honestly, for this little, I don't think we're even going to save much time by doing it this way. But my magic thing was going to be, get this right. We can switch the blocks. Dang, that's convenient. You can just type the train tracks in. Yeah, as long as it's a flat, it is very convenient. It does have to be said. But look at this. Look, all I have to do now is piston away. So I guess we have to place a ton of blocks here. Just for the pistons to be placed on top of. And then there. Actually, we only want to do some of these because we want to deliberately mix this up. So there we go. Now we activate a piston. It doesn't work because there's not a gap over here for it to extend into. And then also over there, we do the same. Nice, there we go. See, look at that. You see how easy that was? That building technique, but on a smaller scale. Significantly slower than if we just didn't. What about lapis? Yeah, I think lapis would have worked better. Candy cane tunnel, go brrr. See, I think I want to make another one of these tunnels somewhere. Because there's going to be all sorts of varying demands for what we need to do here. By the way, this in case you're curious, the idea is that I want to have different paths depending on which way around you're going. I just kind of feel like that'd be a fun thing. So on the way up, it takes you around the natural terrain, takes you through this little dam that I built, and then down this big thing. Whereas on the way up, it takes you through a cave, which is different, right? Ayo, this is not Hive. What the? What did you imagine it would be? It'd be way cool if sometime you could just text the train tracks and everything else into your world. I do think that like a certain amount of Minecraft automation kind of makes it less fun to build. Like there is a special place in every person's heart. Even like professional builders I speak to love the console days where like every block you place manually. A lot of the teams who actually hire builders, they do like prefer like a console person because they know that like they've got that experience. They don't rely too much on the other stuff. And I always thought that was pretty cool. Okay, so next step, I want to take these two deserts here because one of the other struggles I want to do here. No, wait, roller coaster. We're gonna stick to our roller coaster at least till that gets over here. So I guess the roller coaster can just go around the mountain. I think would be cool. What happened to the terrain? The terrain. Okay, so I don't know why I like to mix up a roller coaster or whatever. It's no garbage. It's a masterpiece like the Mona Lisa. I think when is the next Mario Kart update with new tracks? Oh yeah, I'm excited for that, man. I don't know if I will keep streaming them forever, but I am always very excited about new Mario Kart DLC. I guess the best place to place these is just underneath the tracks, right? Just get a little bit of power bill in. Also, thank you so much for the tip.
The fizzy beverage for today?
I've got myself the can. It's the same Muscovado or whatever it was from yesterday. I learned it was very weak, so there's no issues of just going along from the can. It's extremely sweet. I always feel like assaulted by the back of a bottle that's just like, ooh, yeah, this is recommended for pairing with desserts or like, you know, like, oh, it's fruit or whatever. I was like, no. Sometimes I just want very sweet things. Does this have to be... Do we have to make this a dessert thing? I don't think we do. I think that is an assault on my basic rights. So yeah, I guess we'll do the same thing we did there, where one way round the thing goes down there, and one way round it goes around there. He's drinking baked beans. You know, here's the crazy thing. Cans, they just give cans to you for free with the ingredient that you buy the can in. Like, a can is this versatile thing. Like, it's more sturdy than a glass. And think about it. The only benefit of a glass is you can see through it. So why would you not want to do that? Is this a auto clicker? No, sorry. Anyway, so yeah, I want to work on all sorts of weird terrain things. Honestly, that's how I like to play creative. I'm just like, okay, let's work on a little project, then we'll work on another one, then we'll work on another one, and so on and so forth. And so, here's what I want to work on. These two biomes have a big gap between them. I would like to smooth this gap over. And so my plan for that is to, we could use pistons again to do some like really wacky stuff. Actually, that might be the easiest idea. Okay, wait, actually, yeah, okay, I've changed my mind. I want to do that now. A thing that I was just about to be critical of, I think is actually an incredibly good idea. So we'll take this as the base layer, and we'll fill a ton of sandstone all the way across, right? So yeah, that's in the positive direction on the Z, and it's a negative on the X. So we can just make it positive positive by being here. So slash fill, we go 10, 10, sandstone, right? And then that creates this amount. We need to have actually 15 sandstone, and then we need to go, I don't know what that even could be. Should we go check it out? From 735, this needs to go all the way to, oh dear God. It needs to go very far. It needs to go 200 blocks this way. It might even go too far. So, challenge, use the April Fool's update to build. It says insert pizza. I actually like that idea for a challenge. I think we might do that. Okay, so we change this now to be 15 on the one axis and 200 on the other. And so now we have this huge layer of sandstone that occupies the gap in between these two. So now there is a connection between my desert and my mesa, but as you can see, it's not a very good connection. What do we do now? Well, we take the exact same thing, but for 7 blocks, we go for sand. Oh, actually, I guess, yeah, it'd be for 7 blocks for regular sand. And then for the other blocks, we go for red sand. Oh, I think it's just sand 1 then. Yep, that's what it is. So, as you can see, now we've got a perfect transition between the biomes. Except this isn't how biomes usually transition from one to the other, right? And so what we do is along random points... Yeah, we want to randomly just have pistons push it one way or the other. How do we do that? Every block we make it a piston. Yeah, it has to be a regular piston. And we just go like, okay, this block here... pistonify it. Oh, but then the issue is going to be... we need to have a big air gap in here somewhere, which we can later fill up. So, over here, we have a single line of air. Just a big old line of air, just to prevent that exact same thing. We can fix that all later. But as you can see now, we can just pick random blocks and... is this slightly more than the fill limit? Oh, damn. Okay, let's try that again then, shall we? So we'll fill this with sand. And then we'll take this one and replace it with air. Oh, no, it just happened. So there we go. We know we're good. Okay, and so now... we just pick some blocks. Place some pistons. And then slowly but surely... We've automated... the way in which, damn it, the way in which we build these things. It's not very good if we just do a couple. So what we actually have to do is we have to commit to like, okay, we place one. But then you know what we do? We place another one. We place another one here and here. And then that way... oh, but then we gotta remove the same thing because the air gap goes away because it will go into there or something. You know, this is very challenging to actually work out. But that's one way you could do something this big. I think in reality the best way to do it is just like I did, but then ignore the pistons and just go, yeah, because you probably could automate a whole row of pistons and then randomly pick which ones to. Yeah, let's do that actually. Let's show my theory. Nah, yeah. It'd be too much effort by the time you do it. I think what you're better off doing is just taking the 2 blocks and then manually slightly altering the line on one way or the other. So over here we have a sand. Over here it goes out for 4. And then we'll go inwards for some sand this way, and then it goes inwards a bit more. And that way you can kind of make this very natural seeming set of lines or whatever. I don't know how natural it really looks, as far as everyone's concerned. But yeah, the when Minecraft biomes switch, they always go like this. And so I feel like it's a good idea. No, I want the super flat Let's Play, says Crapbag360. First of all, love the name Crapbag. See, look at that. Now it's a little bit more natural. We have the issue that on the right here, the sand isn't quite level, so we have to, first things first, place a line of sand. Problem solved. Second things first, we then place another line of sand here. Another line of sand over here. I think we're going to need to probably do something on this side too. But yeah, my idea is simple. It's just to slowly... Look at that. Doesn't this all look better now? Doesn't this look more natural? I'm not even sure. Do you ever play with controller, says the Blue Gamer one? I almost exclusively play with controller. Even though I play significantly less on Xbox now, I still play with the controller as my default means of survival, I would say. So, why is Ian responding to people I've never heard of, says Daniel A. I'm playing the fun game. I mean, like, you probably you haven't heard of most people in the chat, actually, right? That's the real reason. Are you the chat whisperer? Is that what this is? And so yeah, now we carve that off on this side. This probably should be red sandstone. Red sandstone feels like a fake block. It feels like it doesn't really exist. And in the Mesa biome, apparently it doesn't. So, yeah, I think this is pretty decent. Toycat, please enable RTX ray tracing. Your world is epic with it activated. Thank you very much. I think we have to do like a retour once they fix the RTX bug in there. The only problem with RTX is that it significantly lowers your render distance. I mean, also your frame rate, but your render distance especially. And it is a bit of a problem as far as I'm concerned. So, by the way, here's something fun. I don't even remember what this was for, but like scaling down every structure. I don't know why I like this so much. But like, what if every structure was slightly tiny? Oh no, this was building every structure from memory, right? I think that's what this was. So, I mean, I did a pretty good job, I think. Learning some valuable things. We need blue sandstone to fix the red sandstone game balance issue. That's a good point, I agree. That sounds like good logic to me. So yeah, look at this, by the way. There's a lot of mob spawners just in the natural edge here. I wonder if we could make something beautiful with this wool. Because I do feel as though something that is a bit of an issue is previously this flat world would have gone on for a lot longer. But then what happens now is there's this big ugly wall that clearly isn't designed to be there. And so my plan is to make it look like it is designed to be there. So this wall, all we have to do to make it prettier, in my opinion, is remove the splodges or the... I feel like if you make this a very clean wall, it looks better. That's my hot take. Actually, all we have to do, now that we have the extra downward space, we could probably just move everything else down 64 blocks. So that's down all the way down here, right? Interesting terrain thing. Builds every block from memory, doesn't remember it. I mean, that's what we call muscle memory, right? Gotta love random missing chunks. Indeed you do. I have a lot of these like disconnected areas of the world that I think it'd be important to combine together. Build every tree from memory, says Avery Art. You know what a good idea is? We should do build your comment live. But no, I actually wonder, do you think you can build every tree from memory, internet? I don't know if I can. Okay, this is my attempt. I'm gonna build a... What's the most natural terrain part of this world I can throw this in? You know, we'll just build it right next to the structures, right? No, we gotta build it somewhere else. I guess in this piece of grass here, because again, I want to combine all of these areas. Let's try and build every tree from memory, internet. After one thing, because this pathway from this village is like a perfect place to connect this to the next biome over. So if you'll forgive the deja vu you're about to receive, I'm gonna do a lot of pathway blocking. Here's the weird thing about breaks too. I noticed a lot of people have this. Some people don't, but I've noticed it's very common at the very least. Is when you're taking a break, it's very common to just like get straight into the thing you're trying to take a break from. And I think that's like one of the most fascinating bits of human psychology. That like, you know, we're all built to be like, oh, work. But also, you know, can't live with it, can't live without it. Is a very fascinating thing. So, I cannot build every tree in my world from memory. You know, maybe you need to try. Maybe you don't know that you can until you've done it. Oh god, no more path making. No more breaking shovels, says Bolt V. have I given you a little bit of a traumatic stress thing, internet? I take a break and my break is to work more to take a break, says Jacob the Croc. I found myself, one of the saddest things about becoming an adult for me is I'll set some... Oh, this isn't the correct place. I'm a few blocks too far down. That was unexpected. So I guess we'll just ignore this tunnel. Yeah, we'll just pretend we didn't do that. Work our way up the mountain a bit more. Pretend, yeah, just pretend you don't see it. And then let's try that again. Okay, and this will be 3 blocks wide, and this will perfectly end up on the other side. Build every cactus from memory, says Kaizu. Okay, that challenge is too crazy. We can't go that far. Okay, let's not go too wild here. How long did it take you to build this world? A surprisingly long time. I mean, there's a fun thing in Minecraft of like, you know, every individual build you have a good time for. But when you take too many of things and you put them in the same world, you just gotta go like 10-ish years. I don't know, man. Probably more like 9.5 years for this one, but still, it's not no time. So yeah, we want to path this thing in way, I would say, but for now, it's just another little way to like link things in the world together to make the jarring terrain like this seem just a bit more natural. Because like, yeah, this island is a bit weird. Maybe we should cover it up on this side. Does that make it look more normal? I think that solves the problem. Yeah, that's much better. I got iron in my flatlands. Only took 3 hours. Yeah, I've been. A lot of people have been sharing their progress with me. It's cool that people are getting to the same stage or same state, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I guess stage and state both work in that context. Okay, let's build every single tree from memory. Oh lord, what do we have to do to fix this? Okay, are there still levers on the ground? Or is this, okay, there's some seeds on the ground. Yeah, I forgot about this and the nightmare that it caused. Is it just this many pistons being activated is genuinely a laggy event by itself? It could be that. Okay, so let's build every single tree type over here. Yeah, sure, let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna take, what do we do? We just search leaves. Okay, so oak leaves, spruce leaves, birch leaves, and then logs, oak, birch, and then where are you? Spruce log. No, there's spruce log. I don't know how, like I was staring at it. I don't know how I got that wrong. Okay, let's build some trees. So the oak log, if I'm not mistaken, looks kind of like this. And then it's like, you know, it's like a bit bushier than this, I want to say. Yeah, that's what it's like. See, there's oak trees around me, but I'm not going to use them to cheat, don't worry. Okay. Then you're smoothing some edges up. This is what an oak tree looks like. See, I never know what I'm doing so horribly wrong. Why do trees always look so good when you see them naturally? But when you try to make them look like that, they just kind of don't. Because if you make it too square, it doesn't look good either. But this is the best we got. This is my oak tree. It's good. Okay, this is my birch tree. A birch tree is a bit rounder. The birch tree's got some beauty to it. We literally just go for the classic on this, I think. And then we go up one. Then we make everything thicker by one. Only on each of the sides, though. Oh, isn't it nice? Trick question. Yes, it is nice. Oh, yeah, there we go. And actually, I'd say this does look like a birch tree. What do you reckon, Internet? Have we done a good job? A little curvy birch tree. Then we're going to build a spruce tree. Spruce is really weird. It's got like a layer that's right down here on the ground. And it's got the same kind of like ring thing going on. And then for some reason, it's got like a second one that's not too much higher up. Like you can definitely stand on the layers in between usually. And then it has like a little pointy thing at the very top. So yeah, let's just do that. And at the very top, it's like too high and looks like that. Is that a spruce tree, Internet? Wait, is that a spruce tree? It's not far off, right? I don't think. Throw some blocks in the void. And now let's try the next set. So we're going to build a acacia tree. We're going to build a jungle tree. Oh, God. And we're going to build a dark oak tree. I can do this. Dark oak tree is 2x2x2. It is required. I actually have no idea how you... Like, I've chopped down enough of these recently. Between the Let's Play world, the tutorial world project, and between the super flat world, I should have chopped down a ton of these. The acacia is kind of... You know, the jungle is nice and simple. I'll build a... Oh no, I'm going to build a one tall jungle tree. The top needs to be one block shorter on the spruce tree. Do you reckon? Let's give it a look, Ashley Hall. Let's see if you're correct about that. Dark oak. And then jungle. Okay, so but yeah, also thank you very much, John Burns. I didn't realize it was a $20 tip. Very appreciative. But yeah, it's delicious. It's very sweet. Everyone says too sweet is too much. Maybe one day I'll agree with them. Maybe one day I'll grow old and I'll be like, oh, you see, it's really hard to... You know, the sign that I'll know I'm getting old is when my back hurts. One of my friends who does a lot of manual labor is always just like, yeah, my back hurts so bad all the time, and I sleep on the floor sometimes, and my back still hurts. And that to me sounds like hell. That sounds like not what you necessarily want in the world. But yeah, why'd you have a UK ban? Why don't you have a UK? Excuse me. Okay, you know what? Let's ban Ashley Hall right now. But imagine building trees instead of a hamburger. Low poly games. That's a fun idea right there. So this is my jungle tree. This is my dark oak tree. I think we've done pretty good on the dark oak. Like it needs to be a bit more something. Yeah, it just doesn't. I guess trees are squarer than I'm imagining. You can't go perfectly square, but you can't also not. And then finally, we got a savanna tree. These things are going to be a nightmare because it goes off to the side a bit. They always face upwards, but then it goes off to the other side a little bit at like a different angle though. You know, they'll be like that. And then this will be all the way up to there. Just as a reminder, we live in a world of chaos. And then there's little cloud leaves on top. It'll always be like that, and then like this. This is what I think a savanna tree looks like. Are these even acacia? These are acacia leaves. They don't look like it. And then we place a little thing on each of those. Yeah, that doesn't look correct. It looks like a tree that's wearing a hat. Like a little sombrero. Dark oak leaves have to be wider. Do you think we do a whole nother ring around here and we solve our issues? I mean, if you say so. Yeah, that could be it. Maybe like one on the top too. And then like a few blocks down. I don't even know. Swamp Tree and Azalea says Charlie, you duds. You know, I can only go so far. I'm doing some good building right now, so no better person to watch on the side. Thank you for watching me on the side. Appreciate being your side Minecraft. That's a good tree. Sorry about the banner thing. It might be because I live in the US and not the UK. I mean, that's a state of mind, I think. I think that if you place enough UK banners around your house, eventually you'll notice it changes country. Amazing job at making trees. I give you a 20 out of 10 for them. Thank you very much. It means a lot. So for this next section, I want to go like underground. Yeah, I think it'd be really cool to just show the void. Like that's my actual plan here, is to be like, oh yeah, there's a little gap down here we're gonna fall into. Let's make it out of glass, let's say. And then that way we can literally showcase that yes, this is on the void. It's kind of surreal down here too. So we'll go down just a little bit until we cross over this entire biome. And then we'll rear on the other side over here. Sounds good. Sounds good. Only making one UK banner, why not two, says Schwizzles? You know what, that's a good point. Thank you so much, Mark Jackson. Welcome to the membership club. As I'm sure you know if you're watching this, you get access not only to a green name in chat, but also you get access to Toycat bathing in Iron Brew, which has been called Video of the Century by me just now. Should we just do this for 200 blocks? Like do some glass and then do some rails. So glass, and then on top of it, rail. There we go. Oh, I don't know where it's taken us, but it's not where we want to be. So we'll just pretend that's not there. It'll look like a secret, but it's really just where I messed up. And then we're bringing the rails right above ground. Ooh, yeah, I like the way that looks. The glass kind of like, the rail on the glass is trying to connect to the rest of this. Honestly, glass is such a fun block to play around with. I've wanted to... If it wasn't such a pain to get in large quantities, because I've done enough desert mining to last a lifetime. It'd be more fun to play around with glass, right? Doing stuff like, I don't know, like the way it reacts with everything is just so interesting. Like, okay, we have a glass block here. I'm gonna do the same thing I just did, but that way I can play around with it now. So this is rails going up a glass block. So then that's rails connecting to the other side of a glass block. Then if we place the same thing there, oh, you can make a smiley face. And then all we have to do is put some buttons on there. What's the best button for this job, internet? There's definitely a button that can do this. So, do you have a potato? If not, you should. They're delicious and better than beets. You know, I think the potato is vastly. Oh, look at that! See, internet. I know how to have a good time in life. This is such a silly thing, but I really do like it. If I build there, I guess it will connect to it instead. And it won't oh, that's so weird, yeah. You can do some very strange stuff with rails. None of it makes a ton of sense. That's kind of some of the fun. And now I can build rails here. And they won't connect in. Okay, so we have to... There we go. And then we do the same... Oh no, so this also has to... It's going to keep connecting that way. Until we go... around here. You can't do a curve on a thing. And then... we can do that. So yeah, usually you can't have rail be next to rail in lots of ways, but as long as it's already connected, you're fine. Desert well made of desert wells. I'm still overly proud of my desert well made of desert wells. The good use of the structure block, right? Yeah, I can't believe there's the clone command, there's the structure block. There's so many ways that I could have done this. And I can't believe, although I could have done the transparent thing. I can't believe I forgot it. If you look from the other side, the eyes follow you. Is that true? Oh, they do. Oh, that's strange, huh? Why are the eyes following me? Yeah, that's fun. The tall desert well in the middle. There's no tall desert well in the middle, right? Unless you're saying oh, right, because it's the half slab one, right? I was very proud of it. I guess I should remove these now. I don't know why they're still floating. They're kind of just excess desert wells at this point. At the very least, this one's going. Destroying blocks in creative is one of the biggest limitations, I think. Like, why do we have to have a slow down thing? Also, thank you, Claim Lacer. Appreciate the tip. It's the creepiest face I've seen in Minecraft. I do my best to creep people out. I just joined in. This is the most toy cat thing you could build. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. That's a compliment as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, there's some real weird things you can do with, you know, just as the example. Rail here. Like, even... I don't know, like, it's usually impossible to put rail too close to other rails, but if you want, you can goof around pretty hard. And you can build stuff like, okay, so then... What if this was more like that? And then there we go. We utilize every single spot here on some rails. 10 years from now, it'll still be there. That's the beautiful thing, right? That's the beautiful thing. What about the big salmon out of big salmon? I put the big salmon in big salmon. That's how dedicated I am. But yeah, do you see how I've extended the sand biome a little bit over here to make the overlaps just a little bit more natural looking? I like that. I think I should also like, you know, like this hill over here and stuff like that. I think those are important concepts. So yeah, let's get back to the rail. This is the big project. It just takes a lot of time to move it around the world. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll go this far back, and then we'll place rail this way. Ooh, isn't that satisfying? You know, we have to build an obstacle now to justify the diversion we've made. So, I guess we'll have like a little. You know, let's build a Rubik's cube. I've always looked at Rubik's cubes and thought, wow, that's a cool build. How hard can they build? How hard can they be? Sorry. So concrete. red. What colors are a Rubik's Cube? I know there's green. It's got to be all the primary colors, right? So green, blue, red, white, maybe? No. You know, we'll just build these colors. Problem is all solved. Make a functioning Rubik's Cube. So as long as we... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have to build a little bit extra one. Again, which we're trying to justify this diversion. This is what a Rubik's Cube looks like in my mind. I think we're going to get the proportions way off. But that's fine. Actually, yeah, well, the best thing to do is just probably use the hollow command function. So /fill. What is it? Like gap 1, gap 1, gap 1, 7 maybe? 7, 7, 7, black wall. I guess it's just concrete 1, 0 probably, right? Nope, that's white. Also, we went a block too far. Also, I wanted to make it hollow, so now we have to air replace, and then we have to concrete 1 hollow. Okay, so it's orange now. Not what we were going for. Also, I wanted to make it, I guess, 6 by 6 by 6, because it's 7 extra blocks from here. So make this air. Yeah, concrete. You know, it's gonna be 15. Yep, it's definitely 15. So now we just remove the orange, or we keep the orange there. Honestly, that looks really cool, right? What I've accidentally done here is I've made a cube that's orange on 3 sides and black on 3 sides, but like kind of... I like what I've accidentally done there, right? Oh, use a 1 block wide black border. Exactly. So we'll build another Rubik's Cube now over here to justify this space. Right over here. And then we make a red. See, look at this internet. This is the world's most beautiful Rubik's Cube. This is why proportions are important in Minecraft builds. But we don't need to care about those. Then on this side, it's green. Like fancy contemporary art. Yeah, sometimes you just see stuff and you're like, I don't know what point we're going for here, but I guess I'm glad the artist is happy. So yeah, this is what we do when we have this size, which is like fine. But it's not very Rubik's Cube-y, right? So what we do instead is we scale it up by making these sections bigger. We can now make a more successful Rubik's Cube. Honestly, yeah, it looks nothing like a Rubik's Cube at all, right? There's just green and blue go on opposite sides. Not on my Rubik's Cube. Yeah. You ever consider that? You ever consider I moved the stickers on it? Yeah, I want to play around with this thing more, though. I love the idea of, like, a small, like, one color inside of another color. I bet you could have that nest multiple times, right? No, maybe not. Maybe only a couple of times works. Yeah, what I want to do is I want to... Yeah, it only works twice. Let's play around with it anyway, though. Because, or we could just fill the air outside of a second. Okay, so here's my idea, internet. Here's my idea. I'm going to place a big old... over here, I guess. Yeah, we've got the space up here. We build a big cube of red concrete, or whatever comes first. Green? No, I don't want green. We just gotta pick random values till we get one. Okay, that's black. This is red. There we go. So then we remove from this 555 of air. And then we can leave the hollow in there if we really want. Actually, wait, if we remove the hollow... Okay, so you can't make a hollow air thing. And then that way you can make like a free platform thing. Right? And I don't know why we wanted to do that now. But, have you ever built a ball out of big glass blocks and filled with lava sources? I've done it in my Minecraft survival world and it's fun. Well, it's funny you should ask that. I'm going to leave this in place. I don't know what it is. But it's going to stay right there. Hey, I guess this one will be the inverse of before. It'll be black coated. We'll just have a big black ring going around. all the sides. Yeah, I guess we could achieve this if we did another thing first. See that? Isn't that weird? This also feels artsy to me. Like, oh yeah, look at that, internet. Is this a cube? Or is it a lie? This is how you build a cube. As long as you know someone's only gonna look at it from one perspective. If we make that black. No, it's better red. It's definitely better red. See, right? Isn't this just a perfect cube? You have no idea. Anyway, so let me go show you. So speaking of glass and lava, do you want to see my fluids, internet? Like, I put a lot of effort into showing off my fluids in the most interesting way. And so today, I'm going to make sure you all get a good look at them. Because, yeah, if we head this way a little bit, with a shadow, I think, looks interesting, make more. Cube of cartoon outlines. Yeah, that's what it kind of is. It's a cartoonishly outlined cube. I think which way it even is. I think it's this way. You can see for some reason the biome has changed. Because I guess the grass color is different depending on... Whatever, it's not a big deal. It actually kind of is. Why is the grass such a different color there? I wonder why. Did you flatten all of that? I did, in fact, by hand. No other way it could have been done, right? Okay, so let me show you. This was one of my first ever, like, dumb ideas. I was like, I'm going to destroy a village by hand. Because there was a village here before, I think. I could be wrong. Maybe I just took the... Yeah, there was, if there's villages lying around here. I took a village, I destroyed it, and then I amalgamated the blocks into my own house. Honestly, I'm more proud of this than... You know, like, a lot of people are like, oh, you know, don't build builds unless you make them maximum interesting. But I'm proud of this, personally. I like, actually am. It somehow picks a different pixel to use its color. It's gotta be the biome that's, like, messed up underlying there somewhere. I just don't know why. Is it because you splice your creative worlds together? Yeah, it's possible it happened during the splice. Okay, so, what I want to show you now. Can you lower the slow-mo, please? Says Ashley Hall. Also, Jan, damn, I'm late. You're here with 7 minutes to spare. That's 7 minutes enough for me. So, that was my... this is my PlayStation 4 creative world. I don't know if you recognize it, but in case you need some proof, this is my PlayStation 4. And I made a couple of builds here I was really proud of. One of them is this. I like this. It's actually not that much if you look at it. Like, I think that we could continue this further up and it would get more impressive. Because you could keep twisting and circling forever. But yeah, it's like the start of something very unique and beautiful. And I do feel as though now, if you use black concrete, it probably would look way better, right? Don't you think? So I've been thinking for a while, like, we could build, like, a better version of this. And we could probably do it in survival, too. Probably wouldn't even be hugely difficult. Because, yeah, building this, it's not actually, like, perfectly filled. If you look closely at it, there's always gaps and stuff. I remember when Bedrock first came out and Sony just said no for the first few years. Yeah, it's funny. They had a pretty reasonable negotiating hand, I feel like, which was like, we won't allow... They had standards for how well put together a game could be. It had to be a certain amount of bug-free. You can't just release this game because you want to. And they couldn't have Xbox Live accounts because we're not letting you advertise your service on our platform, basically. So that's why it's called a Microsoft account when you log into your Bedrock account now. So, yeah, well, here's another video I made at the time. This was, like, 15 biomes you can make yourself. They're all very simple, honestly. Just like, here are some cherry trees. Here is... Everything was a very scaled-down prototype, I guess. I think it was 15 different types of trees, actually. It must have just been, yeah, it must have been tree types. So, yeah, I like it. Look at these mega tall trees. I want to make mega tall trees now. Wouldn't that be fun? They're just trees, but with leaves very high up. I missed that PS4 cover art with Steve in the diamond armor in a cave. Yeah, somehow that is the most iconic of all of them for most people. Oh, look at this. There's a ravine. stretching across here. So this is probably the most recognizable big project world. I still look around this and I think like, man, yeah, there's some fun things going on here. Like, if you look, you can see my sky village. I think this is such a fun idea. Make your village on top of a little island. The gaps are fine. It only really needs to have water and lava source blocks on the inside against the glass. Yeah, I'd agree with that, Tyler. Oh, that's the most important part. You're good at random building. I don't think I'm good at it. Like, I think I spend too much time. Like, I don't know. Look at this. This is silly. This is like the objective meaning of silly. But I just like this so much. Can you make trees that are pretty better than mine? Thank you. Memory lane right here says Scoopski Cat. Yeah, I get strong memory lane. I go down memory lane a lot when I see this thing. Yeah, I want to live there. You want to live in the giant house where you have to like climb 16 flights of stairs just to get to like chest height? That'd be good. You're not good, you're amazing. Wow. You know what? Everyone's being so nice today. Thank you very much for it, internet. Appreciate the kind words. So yeah, what I think we could do, because we do have this big stretch of land right here. Actually, this stretch I think I want to use for something. Like, it is kind of lacking. And so here's something I've always wanted to do. You know how like grass, I think it's the two concrete types. If you mix these together, it looks like a mowed lawn or whatever. This is not the right colors. What is it? Would it be concrete powder? Maybe that gives us a better grassy vibe. It could be concrete powder. So we throw a bunch of these on here. And we throw some of that. And no, it looks terrible anyway. April Fool's snapshot speedrun when? I just realized I guess you technically could do it. No, I don't know if you can punch a frame and... You know, that would be such a fun idea. But I don't think we should. Okay, here's my next thing. So, pistons, right? They can only push a certain number of blocks. If I'm not mistaken. So, we'll have like a lever underneath these things. I wonder how that affects like concrete powder or something. So right now, the piston can't push that. But if I break this, it can like fill the gap. And then we can't go up again. But if I leave it on, it will immediately... Like, I reckon there's got to be like a space for this. Like, if you have too many blocks that you know are like attached to a thing, this is the way to deal with it. So, in this particular case... Oh, this is also a handy way to turn a big stack of blocks into nut. It's a very needless design. You know what? This is... I don't know what situation to be using this in. Actually, let's go test it in the real world. So you've got a big old chunk of gravel you want to get rid of. Don't we all? Okay, right here. Look at the amount of gravel that is above this. Okay, so it's actually very hard to... And then what we just do... And then eventually it will get rid of all of that. Maybe. I think if we got a whole ton of pistons in a biome, put them underneath all of the... So yeah, actually let's do that now. Okay. So we take a ton of pistons into a biome, right? And then we wire them all up to the same thing. Put a ton of redstone here. I don't know. Where's the redstone at? I learned today apparently in France, instead of April Fools, people take fish on people's back. Whenever I hear about a weird cultural phenomenon like that, I always wonder, like, how common really is that? It's like, in my country, and it's like, well, I mean, is that actually the standard? Or is it just a way... Oh, actually, they automatically connect. That's nice. And so now we can do some stuff, but it won't really achieve too much. Now we break all of these blocks. Get them onto the pistons. And so now... We got a gravel crunching machine. I don't know if that was faster than just using a fast shovel. Is there a way to even do the last layer? Isn't it beautifully synchronized, by the way? Beautifully. I think we could probably even... I think what would be fun is we set off like a series of pistons on a series of delays. Okay, this... I don't know if this is even going to be fun. But I want to do this. This is a more impractical torch method. It feels more industrial, which is fun. But you're right, it's just a torch method with infinite more limitations. But like I wanted to believe it was more, you know? I really wanted to believe. And isn't that enough? Isn't that enough? I wonder if you could use this to make concrete powder into concrete more effectively. Yeah, that might be something, right? If we... No, but you'd already have to place them all. We'd have to place them all. It'd be very sad. So here's something I want to do as our last little build of the day. Thank you for coming along for a little goofing off in creative internet. But we place a series of repeaters, right? So this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, and then this is 2 repeaters. I guess this is the one that's on 4. And then I want to see how satisfying it actually is. Then we place a ton of redstone into these. This still works, it seems. Yep, we're good. Okay, so that actually seemed to not go precisely in the order you would expect. Oh, no, it does. It does. This is about right. And so now what we do is we place a series of pistons. Like so. For now, we'll just place, like, I don't know, a concrete powder on all of them. That's interesting that they fall at different rates. I wonder if that's... Oh, this one isn't maxed out, and neither is this one. Okay. Oh, that's something fun, right? I don't know when you'd ever get to use this. I feel like I want to make it though, but like on some mass scale. Because now you just put a second block there. Oh, the second block's just gonna break at some point. Yeah, they all crunch besides this one. I wonder why this one didn't. I wonder if there's a timing thing in there. So we're gonna try doing this really slowly just to see if it would work. Nope. Okay, a lot of them just break on the piston. They don't even need. Like we can break this next one by really trying, but that's how map makers make really cool looking doors. Yeah, I mean sequencing is very fun. Underappreciated Minecraft art, I guess. Underappreciated. It's a wave machine. You'd want to use it as decoration, but far away enough away that you can't hear it. That's a good point. I guess you could have like I guess you could use it to make like some water appear somewhere in different segments. No, yeah, I see what the issue is. I think slime blocks make them bouncy if they extend while the powder is falling. No, on bedrock, sadly. Something that like this is my biggest disappointment, right? Is you take an anvil or something. Where are the anvils at? Here's the anvils at. You take an anvil and then you take a slime block. Everyone loves slime blocks. What happened to Minecraft April Fool updates? They just did one, I guess. So you maybe have judged a little too early. Okay, so we'll place a piston here and a piston there. I don't know why the piston's even so relevant, but now if we build a ton of blocks upwards, the anvil doesn't bounce. It's falling on a slime block, but it does not bounce. As you can see, it just exists. Actually, even on this, right? It just breaks. Like, where is the fun to be had? Actually, that's a nice noise. You can use the Wait, okay, here's my idea then. So we combine these two things together. We can make like a really nice little like mechanical sound for whatever else we want to do by just making a ton of anvils. sounds like an instrument almost, right? Yeah, I like that. I like that. If we had multiple... Oh, no, it's breaking the anvils. I thought it would never break the anvils. Yeah, this is just a very, very expensive machine then. It's sad that it breaks them slowly. Just use bells. Connect that to a clock. Ooh, okay, let's do that actually. Let's connect it to a clock, sure. We'll set it like pretty slow. I know people like clocks that are not like this one, but guess what? We're doing it anyway. So, yeah, is that good? That is enjoyable. That is very enjoyable. I think it's going to break the anvils, though. What do you reckon, Internet? I mean, apparently they can take it. It's $1 million xylophone. It looks like they're taking it pretty well, honestly. It's like horrifying, but also pretty good, right? Also, it's good to see you, Dark Knight. Thank you for coming along. It's just screaming. The new music. If we, like, maybe add another one into the system. Okay, we'll go for a little bit less panicked this time. It sounds like a gun being fired, right? Like... Let's go a little bit down on the timing then. Oh, it is definitely breaking the anvils though. So if you ever find yourself with too many anvils and not a fast enough way to break them, let me tell you about the anvil breaking machine. This might be the most... that's a sick beat. I do like it. I mean, it does... Oh, you can add little... by putting the anvils in only certain places. We could then... Oh, yeah, there we go. Anvil drop test machine. Pure chaos. I had a lot of fun with it. Thank you for coming along today, Internet. I'm going to be getting back to the Super Flat Survival. It's been a lot of fun as a series. But I need to mentally prepare for what might be many, many hours of just grinding out and waiting. But yeah, that's kind of the fun. I'm looking forward to doing that probably on Sunday. Sunday is my current plan to do so. This is so weird, honestly. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but it is very strange. I should have a video out tomorrow regarding the Warden Beta in case you're curious. I found the craziest seed. Like, you're not going to believe how crazy the seed is. And we made the Warden fight the Wither for obvious reasons. It's just, honestly, it's so satisfying to look at without anything on it. Isn't this just enjoyable? I feel like I could do this all day. Oh yeah, that's nice. Oh. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go actually. I'm just going to watch this. It's almost perfect. I bet we can make it perfect, actually. I think that's about perfect, right? I feel like the little delay before actually was better. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. I think we actually had perfection. And my god, is it enjoyable, right? Change to sticky pistons with a different color on each. Oh no, that's a good idea, actually. Let's see what that looks like. I need to see. Okay, so what's the rainbow go like? Red, orange, green, blue. Red. Orange. Green. Blue. Richard of York. Oh, it's a yellow first. Gave battle, and then indigo. I don't know what indigo is. We just got purple though. Nope, I think it looked better with the pistons. Yep, I think just the mechanical push of the piston, I think you get more fun of that. Roy Gabiv says a lot of people in chat. That's fun. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed today's live stream, because it's over now, and I'll see you on Sunday. Unless I die in a tragic house fire.